Hi everyone, myself Vamshi Krishna. As a part of our Spark use case end-to-end scenarios, I have explained how we are going to use Apache Spark for real-time processing. But before we implement the real-time processing with Apache Spark, I would like to do a Spark submit job by reading CSV and writing it to Postgres or MySQL. In this session, I am going to install MySQL and I will show how to create a user and how to give permission for the user and create table so that we can use this MySQL in the next session. We'll get started with the implementation steps. Go to AWS Management Console, select EC2, and go to running instances, launch instance. I'm selecting Amazon Linux 2. Select Amazon Linux 2. T2.micro is also fine. Review and launch. Launch. You can select your key pair. I'm selecting my key pair. Now the server is launched. Go to the server and I'm mentioning this server as MySQL server. MySQL server. Now grab the IPv4 public IP. Open MobiXterm. Create a new session. Yes, set. This is the remote host. Specify username. EC2-user. Advanced settings. Browse for the key pair. This is my key pair. Let me select this key pair. Once we connect to the instance, first we need to download MySQL RPM. I'll mention these commands in the description as well. First download the MySQL RPM. Once we have the MySQL RPM, install the MySQL RPM. YM local install, you install the RPM which we downloaded. Once the RPM is downloaded, you can install MySQL community server package. This will install all the packages needed for MySQL. MySQL server is installed. Now start the MySQL service using systemctl command. Now the MySQL service is started. We have a MySQL log file where we will have the initial password in that particular path. Cat mention /var/log mysqld.log. Here look for MySQL temporary password. If you see under this line, we have a temporary password is generated for root@localhost. This is the password. Now copy the password and connect to the root user. MySQL-u root-p, press enter and paste the password which you just copied. Now we connected to the root user. Now if you want, you can set the password of the root user. I am setting this password. alter user, your password does not satisfy the current policy requirements. What we can do is, we can say capital Vamsi. This should be fine. I'm using, it should have uppercase, lowercase, and special characters. This is satisfying the requirements. Alter user root at the rate localhost. I am setting the password as this one. You can set your own password. And then I am creating my own user, which is Vamsi Tech Tutorials user. Instead of root, I am creating my own user. I created my own user. And next, I am granting all the privileges for this particular user using grant all privileges command. Okay. Grant all privileges on star dot star. This is the syntax. Star dot star. Now this is fine. Star dot star. Now in the same way, you can create user at the rate percentage. Previously we created it for localhost. You can create it for percentage also, so that it will match all those paths. And now grant the privileges. You can say star dot star to this particular user. If you observe, previously it is for localhost, this is for all the matchings. Now we granted for this as well. Now you can create a database, MySQL DB database. And you can switch to MySQL DB database. And you can create a table as well. Now we created the table. Now, just to make sure whatever you created, the user and password you set, I will create one more server and assume that server as MySQL client, and I'll try to connect from another server to this particular server. Let me launch one more instance, launch instance, and Amazon Linux to AMI, T2.micro, review and launch, EKS cluster demo, I acknowledge. And this server I will call it as MySQL client. This is just to make sure whatever the user you created, you are able to connect it from another server or not. This I will say MySQL client. Copy the MySQL client IP, go to mobile extension, create a new session, SSH. This is remote host, specify username, EC2-user. Here also you need to install MySQL server and client packages. We will repeat the same steps till here. Download the RPM. And you can install the RPM using RPM-IVH. Once the RPM is installed, you can install community server, MySQL-community server. Along with this community server, you will get client packages as well. If you observe, you are getting client package as well. Now from the server, we'll try to connect, we'll try to expose the port number 3306 so that from client we can connect to the MySQL server. Select MySQL server and open security groups. Select security group ID, edit inbound rules. Here you can allow the port number for MySQL, and I am allowing it for all the CIDR blocks, save rules. Now we have the client machine and we have the server machine. Start MySQL in client machine as well. Now copy the server IP and from the client machine just give MySQL -h host name. This host name is nothing but server IP of MySQL -u. What is the username we have given? We have given this particular user, and -p we need to give the password. If we are able to connect, that means whatever the MySQL server we created and whatever the username and password we set are working fine. Now I am able to connect. Here go to MySQL DB and you can say show tables. You will have employee table. Now we have the employee table which is empty. In the next session, I will use this MySQL database and using Apache Spark job, I will read a CSV file and I will try to store that CSV data into this table. Thanks everyone for watching this video. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel.